Boy, I ain't even gonna lie. I think somebody put like some sleeping dust in my house or something. I cannot stay awake. Or they're trying to put a spell work on like a couple years ago with daytime sleepiness. Mm-mm. You know, it's like whatever these people are doing, they want me to do everything spiritual, everything energetically, but they do things in real life. They're making real life moves. So even if you're done doing something, say that some of us are vaults or like the capital or computer systems as well, hybrid or something, you know, somebody's using all the, what's your best part could be that part. The physical attributes that you share with the world may be more like a king or a queen just on your throne, you know, daily things, people supposed to be helping you out because of the level of energy that you put in something, regardless of if they could see it or not. And it's like, well, you wasn't doing nothing in this whole time, but it's your computer system or your knowledge that helped these people build something. And then they think they could just say, see, have a camera on you and see you sitting at home not doing nothing and be like, this person is lazy. They didn't do nothing. We're just going to move on without this person. But it's like you built the grid or something. Whatever this is, they're siphoning in a way where it's like, I don't like it. But we got the strength card energy here. Whoever this pirate energy, somebody wants to hear something about, they could be trying to use me for a fortune teller. And what I'm speaking, I might not be thinking I'm telling anybody about fortunes, but they could be finding out fortunate things from what I'm saying. Okay, so this could be somebody that's tired of, you know, sitting here. She's writing something out, she's thinking some kind of way, pondering. Somebody might want to know what somebody's thinking about. They don't like you thinking too long without talking in depth. You know, everybody else can be like surface talking, but they want you to always talk in depth or something and not getting paid for your anything. There's no land, there's no, somebody could be lying about a foundation or a place. And then we got this Gemini again. This same Gemini here that's attached to this person. Like, I don't understand why you people want to bind to someone. To me, it seemed like I don't get anything out of the deal. Yeah, expectations is to get nothing from a community, but some type of imprisonment, or this community is supposed to be in prison. Okay? Somebody could be also trying to show that somebody's not that precious. You just like any other gem. You're not wisdom, wise, or more precious than these other gems. Okay? Somebody's looking into something. A lot of these people have killed off. I feel like the reason why some of us have clones is to throw off enemies that are trying to lurk around and, you know, damage certain lines. The vassals are just vaults that hold the secrets, you know, possibly to certain DNA or genetics or something like this. Okay. So it's like somebody would try to find all your clones and keep the one that's less valuable, or the one that's not going to really get that much advancement, but they've already used all your clones in order to get the advancements, and now it's time to pay up. And you like, hey, I feel like people been taking something from me or something like this, or knowledge or something. This shit is, I'm supposed to be getting paid for it. I'm supposed to be getting, like, wait a minute. And then this is when nobody want to talk. Yeah, we got a main male here, but you or somebody else could be of a higher calling or higher knowledge or something. But this main male is looking like he's already set, like in a nice house, palace, a nice, you know, manor or something. Okay. But this person, this also giving me something about dragons here. Because I guess like where dragons will come to roost or something, or big, you know, animals or something, mythical creatures. Yeah, somebody's trying to lock something down. A main male. This person could deal with the stars or you. All right, and then we have an official. But that's why I said somebody locking something down, but this is not your official person. Somebody's being sent in. Yeah, they, some wise people are watching. Okay, because they're not the well, or they don't have the well. But you see, it was in the upright because somebody is the well. Okay, and then we have a loyal servant here. All right, but this person is still attached to this 23 energy that's still trying to nibble on your fabrics of your life, find out little things or whatever. They're nibbling on all your food and ruining stuff, okay? But this person is being seen in high honor, I guess, for doing this. This is like who can break the seal, right? In the Bible, the seventh seal. Um, they're supposed to use like knowledge or something, but this is somebody that has to steal the knowledge from you, and then you no longer have it, and then use that knowledge in order to break the seal. They're not the one that actually can break the seal. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not actually the one. And then we have a wealthy man here. Could have sacrificed some twins or something like this so that they can make it to this point here. Somebody could have sacrificed some twins or it's something about twins here. Hold on. Okay. In order to do something. Now, what I was getting is there's a picture of me when I was a teenager. I got a couple pictures of me when I was a teenager in school. But there's one picture that I have here that I show that look like this Miami. But I'm hearing that this person, they're like, oh, that means that the teen picture of you is the right one. No, this person came in for like 10 days or something, 5 days, somewhere between maybe 7, maybe a week. I don't know what they could have been doing with my original body, because I was thinking back, wait, that was like 95, 94. So when I was thinking about the case with OJ Simpson, why would sometimes people be taken out of their element? Is because of things like this, high profile cases that you didn't know that you could have been connected to energetically or something. So somebody got switched out or something like this. Yeah, maybe not 94, 90, 94, not 95. Okay. So this is how somebody snuck in to take the higher level, the more valuable portion of my life or lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when I took that picture, that's not how I normally looked in high school. That was it. That could have been an imposter. Okay. Yeah, we got evidence in the billiard room. You see that money up here? Okay. In a game room or a gaming room, something is in reverse. Like somebody said they found something somewhere. It's not. Somebody could have just planted that there. Somebody just planted something somewhere or something like this and not the actual thing in some game room or some bar or something. I'm not sure. This could be also like, I haven't been to out for a drink or something in years. In a couple months back, couple weeks or a couple months or something, I went to a bar. I went to a bar once. Okay. When I told y'all I seen that nice looking man there. Okay, and it's like it was like the time sands of destiny or some shit like this, because it's like I felt this man before, or I knew this man. He was romantic. It was like almost like some shit out of a movie or something. For 1 second, he didn't even say nothing. It didn't even seem like the guy was even interested. But it's the spark. It was the first time I experienced something like that. Okay, it was the first time I experienced a spark like that. It's almost like I don't know, something weird. Okay, so I'm wondering, like, is somebody walking through timelines, this teen version of me that's supposed to be in this lifetime right now? Because I told y'all, it's like some of these people got changed when they were teenagers with me, or they were already came in as teenagers with older souls. And there's something I keep saying, where's my little me? Where's the real one? Because it's like people keep presenting something, the bones, or if something did happen to me, the DNA or something, but that's not it. You keep showing, that's not, I will know it when I see me. You see? So it's something like this. Somebody's trying to build something around someone. Like these guys are out there digging all over the little neighborhood right now. It's like, I don't know. It's something that could have somebody stuck or something. I don't think if this is the nicest person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, official person. Somebody's making. It's like your dad's supposed to be making these choices in your life, but somebody not saying that your dad or the dad that will be making these choices is dead, or your husband would be. But this ain't your husband. This is something that look like your husband that's making these decisions. It's something like this. Okay. It says, "This was well said. I will raise up from them a prophet like you from amongst their kingmen or kinsmen." So this could be something that somebody did, but again, the priest is right next to this in reverse. This could be handing them energy as well. Somebody's doing, but again, we're getting that this is not the official person. Somebody is doing this. Say I'm the official person that makes these decisions now. Somebody else is making it, but they're still the fake. They're not. This is not the right people to make these decisions or whatever this is. There could be something in somebody's kitchen though. I'm just skimming through, guys, because I'm not gonna sit here and look through this whole thing like this. Okay. It says our God, Ho, Re, and B, little B. See, there's a teenager, Ho, Re, and little B, or S and M, like the child version of you and the mother version, the young mother. I don't know, it's something weird like this, but it says, "Let us not again hear the voice of the Lord our God, nor see this great fire anymore, lest we die." So some people don't want to make somebody mad. It's like when Moses and them went up there with that tablet and God, and it broke or whatever. And he was like, "I'm not going back up there again. God already spared y'all. And why you got me trying to go up here again?" Okay. So, um, something about a fire. Okay. Actually, when I was driving down the street the other day on the other side of town, I seen that a building had gotten burnt. And I was kind of irritated the other day because somebody took my lighter, like right out of the place. Like somebody took my lighter from out of the place, and I was like, ugh, I can't stand when people do that because I'm just really skeptical right now because I know people are digging around in my house and trying to find articles with my DNA on it or my stuff and put it places, my phone and open it up in places to make it ping in places. Like people, I just be picking up that people are doing weird things. So I'm like, ugh. Somebody and I'll say something like, somebody's like, "Why are you tripping? It's just a lighter." I'm like, "Yeah, but my fingerprints is on it, and somebody's gonna try to do this or that, right?" Like somebody could be taking that and do anything, and then leave it right there on the sidewalk, and they're like, "Oh, well, look, we found this lighter down here. Do you think this started the fire?" It's some shit like this. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Because it's like whatever this group is, they pat themselves on the back for being bad boys and girls or something. They got to prove a point to say, "Don't mess with me," or I don't know. It's like still giving me gang banging and King of Wands kind of energies or something like this. Like, oh, you don't want to be a bad person? Well, I'm gonna make you one. I'm gonna create a false rap sheet on you. You know what I'm saying? Something you can't run away from. Do you get what I'm saying? This could be some kind of organization or something. How people could trap people, and it's something about trapping. Just period. Here. And it says, if you say to yourselves, how can we recognize an oracle which the Lord has spoken? Know that even a prophet speaks in the name of the Lord. If his oracle is not fulfilled or verified, it is an oracle which the Lord did not speak. So this is somebody could be trying to verify their work. Y'all know how we pull the Bible out sometimes, and this is how we do things, okay? But a lot of people might be afraid to do that because they feel like people are going to say, "Oh my goodness, somebody has tarot cards in the Bible." You know, um, I don't know, okay? Has spoken in presumptuously because I feel a lot of people are trying to do this, but this is like a energy of like a a vampire that controls other people, but they want to control me. They're figuring out a way how they could do that, or what's the weakest link where the person or the vampire can, they probably don't even love you. They don't want to be supportive. This is somebody that just wants control, and they're getting mad or something because they're not getting that. They can put stumbling blocks. They can stop your money so you can't move, but the control is not happening. This is like a vampire that bites you and say, "Now go do what I say," and you're like, "What? I don't gotta listen to you." And they're like, "What? Nobody does that. I control everything." It's something like this, okay? Um, so there could be some people doing this, like They feel tested right now. Like, ooh, you'll see people doing like, oh, I don't even know how that happened. See what I just said and what came out the thing. But again, this is about energy here. And a lot of these people are illusionists and they've been this already. So, you know, I'm just saying, right? Somebody's trying to make something work, make it fix, or again, it's like the feminine energy that I know that y'all took energy from me and gave it to them, or this recent sacrifice that y'all did where that blood is dripping down that thing. You I know why these girls are really tapped in right now because you just took energy. And I could be very upset because these could be two vassals that are very important to me, very expensive vassals that somebody just used to do this. And they're not paying for this because if they have to pay for these damages that they've done, this is like, oh, hit them where it hurts then. Okay, so if we talking about vampires or we talking about these kind of energies or we talking about elites, you know how much it costs uh to create these clones and do this shit, then guess what? And how much their value is or something like that. That's the way you're gonna have to pay. By the time you finish paying, you won't even have nothing left. You're gonna be down there with the rest of them people worshiping at my feet. Now, let's see. It says here, it is in the following case that a homicide may take refuge in such a place to save his life. So somebody could have did this. Let's see. I'm telling you, this is like a city, like a town slicker. Okay, when someone unwilling kills their neighbor to whom he had previously borne no malice. For example, if he goes with his neighbor into a forest to cut wood, and as he swings an axe to fell a tree, I don't know why it's spelling it like that. He swings his axe to fell a tree. Its head flies off the handle and hits his neighbor a mortal blow. So this is, I know it's talking about something else here too, but I'm just getting, I don't know why I just seen. Okay, he goes with his neighbor into the forest to cut wood, and he swings his axe to fell a tree. So this could be family trees, genealogy, heredity, you know, ruining a family line, ripping out a page from a certain bloodline from a certain area. And then somebody goes back and they're not connected to something, the frequency, or they're not connected to something anymore. And they're like, what happened? I can't communicate, or a neural chip or something like this. It's also giving me that man head flying off on Stepford Wives and find out that that man was a robot too. Okay. And that everybody was actually listening to that lady. This could be a Denise energy. That person could be a robot too, maybe. Okay. His head flies off the handle and hits his neighbor a mortal blow. But this is making me think like about a blade too flying off, you know, like cutting someone by mistake. Like it's an accident. Like, you know, partially this is what I'm hearing. And then somebody like, oh no, somebody's gonna know that I done did this or something. Or this could also be somebody mind controlling in one person and then moving to another person, a city as a person. Okay. Hiding with refuge. Okay. Um, Also getting somebody do something. Okay, say in your old hometown, there's still people that look like you and your man or your people, you and your man. When you move, they just made duplicates. So there's still some people that live in your old town that look like you and your man. Okay. Now, this person got in trouble or something. Now you in this town, you an oracle or something like this, and you picking up somebody coming near you. That would be somebody coming around you now. Okay. Like somebody. Oh shit. I lived in Texas. There could be a me that looked like me in Texas. There could be some of these people that look like these people too, because I didn't know when I went to Texas, they followed me there. They could have been ordered to come live there. Or when I moved to Texas, we moved to a place where these people that were already duplicates were stationed already. So when we moved, they either were already there, and these people were using war tactics at that time too, mind control, setups, when I got attacked by those fire ants, that could have been a setup. You know, all the times I recall, like the weird things that happened to me, getting bullied at the park until I fought that boy, being chased by a dog for the first time in my life. And we always had dogs and shit all over the hometown. So if these are kind of smart cities or dull smart cities or the starting of smart cities, they could also be they could also be set up to, attack or make it uncomfortable or make you not feel welcome. All right. So that's like they had. So one time, me and my family went down to Texas. They cloned us in Texas. So there's a family that look like my family that live in Texas. Now somebody could go try to shift their energy from somebody that's in Illinois to go and be residing in the person that lives in Texas. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it sounds like it's different ways of doing this, depending on who you are, how much money you have, depends on these things as to how you can move. Now, some of you might be in a situation where you're supposed to be higher than these people, but this is how they keep trapping on me or you or something like this, okay? By having things move around you and you're not aware. So again, that would be Israel or someone not being able to protect herself, or America not being able to protect herself. All these people are trying to do this. All these people are using technology. If I want to be quiet one day and don't want to do a reading, there's something pulling on my energy, making me disturbed. I might start getting sick or something because they want to force something, an outcome, or hear what I got to say. Or they could be trying to verify what the information and files that they stole. Because if you're not rocking with me and we're not talking about this shit all day and writing up stuff and putting this stuff and jotting it down and making it in, ancient writings and stuff like this, what are you doing? You cannot just have a telepathic communication with somebody forever for 7 years or something, and you have not done anything in the physical with this person. I don't care what you talking about. That don't make no sense. Okay, it could be also to try to make somebody like they thirsty. Oh, you just saying that? Just shut up and say you want to see me or you want to be with me. I don't like playing with those kind of energies because I don't know who this is. I don't know who these people. That's why I don't entertain it. So, if, say somebody's supposed to meet with me this year. It's been 1,000 years since we met. Everybody's ruining it by doing all this other shit because if the real person do come around, I'm not even paying attention to the kind of communication that y'all trying to give because it's always a dead end or a setup or something. I already did that. Out we're driving around my car hours and stuff, not feeling comfortable at home, having the energy pulling me this way and that way, like 7 years ago. And nothing still didn't happen. But like I'm saying, it could have. Whoever is crying out or what's pulling on me right now could be my vassal that I was in 6 years ago or 5 years ago when I went to go stay at my childhood home because it was so many problems going on at home, and I went to stay there for a couple days. And I was like, Dad, let me just go in that empty apartment. I'm just gonna stay and reflect or whatever. These people could have came and picked me up from there, took me into the underworld. I could have went through trauma. Okay, somebody could have took me to outer space. Somebody could have took me to heaven. I don't know what they could have did, but I feel like this is a situation like this where myself is calling out to myself about, like, you know something like this. They could have been just being fattened up so they could be sacrificed, something like this. Okay, all right. So yeah, so somebody could be angry. Okay, about something here. And it's like these people think that they can do what they want. It's like, what if these are people from another realm coming in and I'm like, dude, hold on, what y'all doing here, or what you trying to do, or something like this. Like they're not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, okay, somebody try to come to your house from a different realm or from a different timeline, but they're not coming through you or to you. They're coming through or to someone else, and it's like, then you say this person, okay, here go this Queen of Swords. This person is connected to this person right now, and you want this person to win. So if you coming back over here through my portal and you want this person to win, you know that's not. Don't do that. I see you're on the timeline of this energy that looks like this. Okay, and I feel like somebody could have cleansed or get rid of some kind of crimes that they did, but it's like, I'm supposed to be in charge of everything right now, but this person's like, no, I know what to do. We need to get rid of the clone from 1995, but this person could be doing this shit, you know, like killing us. Kill if this was supposed to be a version of me, or they use my identity, my DNA to splice this person. Why? What are you doing? Because it's like somebody trying to. This like the youngest version, one of the younger clones. All right, and they're trying to say that this person is in the upright because they're working with my enemy masculine to kill anything else from. But y'all not supposed to be coming over here doing that. You had your chance already or something. Yeah, the fool energy. Okay, somebody knows that they're just picking this person because they're skinny, or because they're fat, or because they're darker skinned than you, or because they do this or something like this. Like, do you see what I'm saying? And it's like, you're my enemy too. You're not even supposed to be choosing anything about my clones. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Ouch. Or somebody healing themselves through me, and they know they got 1,000 years with that healing, and now they don't have to pretend to like me no more. You snuck in and took what you got, and then you're gonna go off and build up this person, instead of the person that that healed you or something like this. Yeah, the sun. And somebody might want to make you more of just an energy resource than this is about finances here. These are people that want to look. They're both kind of green. This is about people that want, and this person get their money through the waters. Somebody is prosperous through the oceans, so the oceans could be picking this person, but the oceans don't get to pick things for those of us that is on the surface or on the earth. They have separate laws, your maritime laws and your admiralty laws, compared to what the autochthonous laws or the laws of the land. Like, I'm just not understanding why somebody is trying to make it seem like that shit makes sense in any old kind of way. So we got a Ten of Swords energy. There could be something that's an ending here. So people could be like, oh, we knew that you wanted that one woman or something. You better run. You better run, because the police going to find out. Or this is like somebody else that ain't scared to killing somebody and then put the blood on you. And you're like, what? Oh, my goodness. I wasn't even supposed to be. Oh, my goodness. And then the person panic or something. Because they want your house, or they want your neighborhood. They want your daughter. They want your wife, your mother. This is why I ordered you to set apart 3 set cities. Okay. But if the Lord your God enlarges your territory as he swore to your fathers, and gives you all the land he promised. Because remember, 9 of Pentacles, something about land right here. Some female, they don't want to give this person this land here. But this could be where you tie into, wait a minute, in 1850, my energy was here, and I bought that land before anybody else was even buying land. So yeah, y'all going off of the 17, y'all talking about the 90s or something. But wait a minute, before that, I had already done this, you see. But somebody doesn't want me or somebody to be a 9 of Pentacles here. It might even show, it might be something about the knot that they did. There could be another woman running around here with rulership over some soil or land, or on a vineyard. Okay. And it's going to show the scam that this person did. And it's like, like, somebody can want me all day, but if I want you, or you was playing with me, or if you want, I'm not letting go of your ass till you done with, cause the fuck you thought you was playing, or this bitch, yeah, you better off had just not played with me and went on, because if I catch y'all doing something, I'm ripping that bitch. It's done for. And it could be a situation where it's like, oh, that bitch could have this one. I don't really want that one anyways. You know, um, but yeah, somebody's doing dark magic. They're trying to say like God stopped you from having your Ace of Cups, but this is not right. Somebody did something in the dark to separate you from your Ace of Cups. Somebody cut the light off, possibly. All right. They didn't want to kill you. They just didn't want you to be tapped into a frequency or know what's going on. All right. All right. So again, we have here is giving you as a heritage, innocent blood will not be shed, and you will not become guilty of bloodshed. So I don't know about this. This could also be talking directly to Sekhmet. Okay, the mother. So my nails is bloody. We talk about blood and stuff on here, but it could be like at the perfect timing, because if these people went in my Akashic records, then they create a narrative. Okay, do something, you know. And then they say, see how she's talking in that video about that bloodshed and everything. Or like the other day, I called my person and I said, if you think you better not be doing nothing behind my back, something, something, something. And I was like, it's going to be bloodshed. And he was like, no. He said something and hung up the phone. Like, I told you I got to go or whatever. But, I'm just saying, like something just flew out of my mouth. But somebody could be using shit like this, to you know somebody could be using something like this to against me. This is, I feel like these are like conjure queens. I keep just saying that. And the fact that but what is the problem? Okay. The problem is these people, if I am a direct conduit, these people are not supposed to, their priests are not supposed to be tapped into that information, because these people want to ruin me and my people, or these people, or something that I'm talking about. So you need to wait until it comes out of my mouth. You don't need to have the information first, because that's like my kidnapper or a stalker knowing the address to every place that I go. Oh, she goes to work, she gets off, she drop her child off at this time. Why are you giving that? You should make it hard for that person. Hold on. It should be hard for that person to find